Alright, let's time travel back to post-independence India. Picture this, it's 1950, India's just become a free nation, and everyone's asking the same question. How do we build a strong economy from scratch? So, the government steps up. Their plan? Give the state a big role in shaping the economy. Private businesses? Sure, but the government is running the show in sectors like railways, banking, and steel. This approach is called a mixed economy, where both private companies and the government work together. But the government calls most of the shots. Now, how did they plan it all out? Enter the 5-year plans. The very first one started in 1951. Imagine a blueprint that says, here's what we're going to build, here's how, and here's why. The main focus early on was agriculture. After all, most Indians were farmers, and the country needed food security. But by the time we hit the second and third 5-year plans, priorities shifted. The spotlight moved to industry. Steel plants popped up, dams were built, and factories started humming. The government was aiming for self-sufficiency, wanting India to make its own goods instead of relying on imports. However, not everything went smoothly. State control brought some problems. Getting a license to start a business? Super complicated. This became known as the dreaded License Raj. Tons of paperwork, permissions, and waiting. Private businesses felt stuck, and growth was slower than hoped. Meanwhile, the Green Revolution changed the game in the 1960s and 70s. New seeds and better farming techniques meant more food and less risk of famine. But the benefits didn't reach everyone equally. Some states boomed while others lagged behind. Through these decades, the government also worked on reducing poverty. Programs for education, healthcare, and employment started rolling out, but with a massive population, progress was slow. By the 1980s, cracks in the system started to show. The economy wasn't growing fast enough, and India was running out of money. So what's the takeaway? Between 1950 and 1990, India tried to balance government control with private enterprise. There were big wins, like food security and new industries, but excessive regulation and slow reforms held the economy back. By 1990, it was clear, India needed a fresh approach, and that's where the big economic reforms of the 1990s come in. But that's a story for another time. If you found this timeline helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Got questions about India's economic journey? Drop them in the comments below.